Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to another Road Warrior video update. I'll tell you, I'm amazed at, well, just how people drive, or people on the interstate who are afraid to drive, people who aren't even doing the speed limit in the left-hand lane, an old man in a Buick, and there's a social commentary there that I'm not even going to bring up. But it's just amazing how I had a friend who I worked with in Ohio who hated driving on the interstate. She'd grown up in the Akron area and was almost terrified to drive on the interstate. And it was kind of shocking to me. And she at the time was in her 30s, as was I, so she's in her 40s now. And knowing her, and I haven't seen her in years, I'm sure she's still just as terrified to drive on the interstate. I guess I was blessed to have, well, take my first driving on the interstate back when I was 16 years old, where I grew up, where I got my driver's license in Quincy, Illinois. We didn't have any big four-lane highways. It was off the Mississippi River, and for some reason there were no big highways near it, and that was a big controversy back in the 70s. And I had to do my first highway driving when I took my mother and sister to St. Louis as we made our move to Virginia back in, I think, 78. So I got my early highway driving in and got very comfortable with it, and especially now that cars are better, safer, and well, I can afford a car that has a little bit more pickup than my little 1970 Volkswagen. I don't feel as unsafe on the road, at least as I'm driving. I feel more unsafe, worried about the people around me. I think you know what I mean. And I don't do a lot of rush hour driving anymore, haven't had to in a while now that I work out of my house. But it's interesting to just kind of watch people and see how, yes, I understand about texting and driving and cell phone talking and driving and smoking and driving and all those distractions that can play into it. But I think sometimes people are just afraid to drive, period. At least that's my thought. Another Road Warrior video blog right here, kevinmason.us. Catch us every Saturday morning with a new update. You can always check back for more. We may pop one in the middle of the week, too.